Check 1, 2. Hey, it's working. Huntla, Huntla. Check 1, 2. How do you do? Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Two Rivers Remix, Tl'kemstin Edition 2024. Here, the heartland of the Inca Catholic Territory at Tl'kemstin, where the Fraser meets the Stein and the Thompson Rivers here at the confluence. We're happy to be back here in this special place here on June 30th. I'm your host, Ronnie Dean Harris, with my co-host here, Emma Jack. How you doing, Sonny boy?
Good.
Have you been waiting all year to be here or what?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, what do you want to say to everybody? You want everybody to have a good time today?
Yeah.
All right. We're happy to be here. I want to thank you to all our organizers and to all our crew who've been working here today, and of course to the community of Tl'kemstin and the community of Lytton for having us back here to do this special work. We have a great lineup here today, amazing musicians, world-class Indigenous musicians from around Turtle Island and beyond, and we're really happy to be able to hold this space and to bring this music back here to the great community of Tl'kemstin. And so to start us off, as we always do, in our certain way here that we do things here at the Two Rivers Remix, we like to ground ourselves in the language and the land of the language of the land and our ancestors, to call our ancestors into this work that we do here today. And so I'd like to make some space here for our Auntie Sharon Spinks. Hey!
Oh.
Hi, Auntie.
Yeah. Good. Oh, hi. Oh, how are you doing? You doing good? You looking after Dad? Oh, that's good. oh, but yeah, my heart feels good, and this is like we're moving forward, everybody, and this is what I've noticed in our community is that I'll just give you one quick example before I do the yummy. Our churches, many of us still go to church, but what's happening in Lytton, that the people from Botany Lake, the Roman Catholic people, we all come together, and you should see that. Our little St. Barnabas, that little church that's still up, and it's still up. It is packed with everybody, and this is togetherness. This is so happy to see that we're all working together and we're all supporting each other. And that is part of the growth that's happening in our whole community. We're all for each other, we all help each other, and we're there to give help where it's needed. And this is it goes back to our ancestors, where they say it doesn't matter where you live, or if you need help, just let us know and we will be there. I come from across the river, and there was a lady that needed wood. So I remember my dad and I going down across the Stein Creek, and he chopped wood and brought it over to the elder. So this is part and parcel of that. I'm lost for a word to call it. It's just togetherness is what I see, and that's beautiful. Yeah. Homat huigan yamit. Homat ajia. Dulako takamo magnako kendaya dudich aid exozot. Dulako lula wishtashkom takamo mak kendaya dudich aid exozot. Takamda mimoik, takamda shigap, takamda omak kendaya dudich aid exozot. Hello, agus consist na aib, snaptax honey, snaptax canam kendaya dudich aid exozot. From the river and all living things in the river, help us so that we will be strong today. From the river to the highest mountain and all living things, help us so that we will be strong today. And all the trees and all the bushes, help us so that we will be strong today. And all the two-legged animals and all the four-legged animals, help us so that we will be strong today. and the sacred eagle that watches over us and takes away sickness from us. Help us so that we will be strong today. Homer, 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 Guksham.
Thank you, Auntie. Tl'kemstin, Auntie, for always setting us off in the right way, in a good way. We're going to carry on with our team of resident aunties here at the Two Rivers Remix. Always honored to have our elders with us and to be able to hold space and make sure that we're doing to do this work in a good way and to set it off in the right way. I know sometimes it seems real inconvenient that we hold the space for people to talk and to have these places, but just think about it. A long time ago, our ceremonies would have been about 4 days long. So the 30 seconds we get to wait, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, our aunties get to speak and to root ourselves in the language of the land here is a short piece of the pie of the work that we're doing here today. So we thank you very much. And so I want to make some more space for our resident auntie here who travels with us. Always happy to have our auntie here to open it up for us. So I'm going to make some space for our auntie, Vivian Sandy. Ho! Here comes our auntie. Let's go help auntie up.
Oh, baby's getting big. Yeah, thank
Here you
you.
go, auntie. Good to see you.
Give me a hug. Got to see Anea. Anea's here. Wait, quiet up. Shawapmken. Nog een sloot mean Mr. Cookbees and Squest. And Lasama, Vivian Sandy. Cookstam Tiana to me. Sakapm to me na Anna. Hohoides ik owl. Doe stasses hohoides na Anna. Mahal watling kogeskiet na Anna hootjem. Is knochende mis chmammel. I'd like to give thanks to the territories here, the Tl'kemstin people. I give thanks for our ancestors that hold this land, that our children, I got a great-granddaughter here today for the traveling. And I believe all of us, in all our efforts, are doing all what we do in different ways in the arts to help our coming generations to have a foundation, to return back, to be able to look back and remember that we're a strong people, that we have a culture, we have our songs, we have our languages, our dances that interpret how we feel about Mother Earth and all our relatives, which is the rocks, the flowers, the trees, the wind, the air that we breathe, that we try to take care of for our coming generations. When I was a young girl, I was in my 20s, and the elders from the movement, the AIM movement, and I was down the States. And at that time, they talked about our young people. They told the prophecies. Thomas Binyaka was telling the prophecies at these gatherings, and we were at Mount Shasta, who got a whole bunch of land back the other day. Woo! Yes, they did. They got a whole bunch of land back that they fought for generations. But the sacredness that they taught, they said that we needed to go back to our old ways because that's where our foundation is. And the ones that were going to help us to go back were the young people. And that they were going to do that through the arts. And no matter who you look at in this circle today, it reflects art, our expressions, our hold, and believe that we do have something sacred, that we are sacred. Like to me, Anna, this I don't know, they call them Thompson, the Tl'kemstin people. Like they would come, these two rivers here, the Thompson and Fraser, they would all come together a long time ago and gather here. And that's what we're bringing back, what we bring back for our children. Like this young one, when you hear him talk, he has a lot to offer already. He sees a lot of things. These children, when I was little like that, I could see spirits and they would talk to me. And my grandmother would agree with me. And that's what we need to do with our children again today. But I can go on and on. But I had a great reflection. I'm a great grandmother. I'm 74. I'm going to be 75. But when my mother was alive, she was married here in Tl'kemstin and Tl'kemstin. She married a dry knock. So I have a lot of brothers and sisters that are dry knocks here, nephews and great-grandchildren. And when she was alive, they found 2,000-year-old ancestors on Tl'kemstin, and they took them to the university, SFU. And so they needed 2 medicine people to help with those ancestors. So the one lady, they took her to SFU to be with the ancestors, and they had me over here in Tl'kemstin with the elders, like my elder here, Sharon. She was one of those that taught me from the beginning and still hold me up. And when they brought that lady in to see the ancestors, they had them on a table. And there was a man, and then a little boy, and then a woman, and they were down like that. And that man talked to the woman when they brought her in there. And the man told her to tell them to move that little boy because he didn't get along with kids. And they wouldn't listen to her. They didn't move them. And then they locked the door for the night. And when they came back the next day, that little boy was moved. That's how powerful our ancestors are, that their spirit is here. And every single one of us has ancestors. And we work together like where we are today. And I think we're in about our 3rd year. Our 3rd year. And the foundations that have been built, I've witnessed myself. So I want to give thanks for our ancestors. I kept seeing them since I started getting ready to come up here. For them to be acknowledged. For all these elders that have helped us. They helped us when we fought Stein with my niece's auntie here. Mika's auntie Valerie and a whole bunch of us, we protested when they wanted to log the Stein. Goes way back then, and we're still here as a foundation. And so I'd like to give thanks to the ancestors, and this is a song in Shuswap. I'm from Williams Lake. I'm a Shuswapim, I'm Shuswap. I'm Carrier, Dene, Teltan, Cree, mixture. So this one is a Shuswap song, and it talks to the ancestors, and it says, thank you. As you sit at the altar, we love you forever. Because we can see that the children do have a foundation by the water here with the wind outside, the flowers, the food. Bless all the food and all the ones that work hard to hold this circle together. Kuksjam hocham hohoida, kuksjam to hohoida zik awok na ana, kuksjam to hohoida zik the elkstes. All the ones that bring our good medicine so that we can carry on. Mawinakum Squistin. Mawinakum Squistin. Descending Tl'kemstin. Mawinahom Hayom Tl'kemstin. Mawinahom Tl'kemstin. Mawinahom Tl'kemstin. Descending Tl'kemstin. Mawinahom Hayom Tl'kemstin. Mawinahom Tl'kemstin. Mawinahom Tl'kemstin. Oh, bless all of you and your ancestors. Kuksham, Hohoidap, Hope.
Cooks jam, Auntie. Cooks jam, cooks jam. Cooks jam, Auntie. Cooks jam to our Auntie Vivian. We're always bringing powerful words, powerful songs from the ancestors. Again, helping to root us here in this great place. We like to call from our uncle. He's going to come and share a prayer with us here, and from our dear relatives down in the Navajo territory. So we're going to open up some space for our uncle here from Sihazen. We're honored to have our dear friends and relatives come from Navajo territory, share their music with us. They're also going to share some of their elders with us here. Hookschum.
Ja, det ska sig så kom. Bara så kom kinani kajit kom. Arolen hat adan lin alltså med bäke kedo kom. Det tänkte kom honitlo. I'm very happy to be here. We're from all the way to Arizona. Where I know what our sister talking about. We carry on our traditional way, ceremony and the special prayer. We, the Creator, make us on this world long time in the beginning. Today, we still carry on our life, never change, exactly the same. It doesn't matter we're educated, it doesn't change our life. Our life, 100% control the whole universe. We are the baby of the earth. Even if we buy it, we don't own it. We live it on. I'll be proud of what she was talking about to the lady here. Be carry on. It's most important to carry on, teach our young people to carry on ceremony and special prayer. That's for our life. So I know a lot of things we can talk about forever. That's how I got raised. I've been with my grandfather, my mother, raised herding the sheep and take care of the animals. I grew up in town when I went to school, how to say yes or no. I'm glad I did too, but I can talk to the other people also. So I'm going to pray a little bit. Pray. Some of them, the prayer is very long. One time that's pray for the food. Here I pray long time. The people were starving. I said, when do you quit? I said, this is the prayer what they asked for. So anyway, I'm going to little pray. That's what we care on. The Creator that make us are still with us here, but you can't see because we come away from them. What we carry on to learn becoming a medicine man, then he work with them. So I prayed a little bit there, what we live on. Yoske sami arsle, yoske sami arsle, yoske sami arsle, yoske sami arsle. Ite kone, der kini lærne kedel jeg kone, ditt kokinane kri. Arokoro yat eko bake, sånn kongdarole. Berge kede halsen dårne, håne hatsen dårne hatsoke. Arat konkerat, akobate sen. Kota ago befe honiro akilitle vekinane ke dite korone ke na lage wonho io ke huit idone ke aro dat nit is dat na hade dit lis kodo de gjorde no stan jadeskis kwen kedelia ni manikin lago kone ba nit sen dite It's in the yard, and so can it let the way it let on high out letter. The corn is all yard, Adole, a year the horse and the year the horse argue. The corn if we bake is a longer. I cannot take it for that, but on longer yard, Adole, what are they? Are they baby on that lingo bacon? He get och god ögon god allt så har rån in det som säger har rån så bekär hos rån som jag har rån som så har rån när allt ska rån in som det är kona jag det går jag kan ni så jag alltid och ni klagar det så har rån jag kan rån och det så har rån aslen inte det rån aslen Nick Gorosle, Niahar Osle, Nizahor Osle, Ninadar, Cotarting Kino, Adalskin, Corati Carhodis, Debe, Coronica, Lorole, Dite, Corone, Caro, Sana, Lord Kedale, Dilsi, Tlegorusne, Hurolosle, Hurolosle, Hurolosle. Hurolosle.
Cook's Gem, uncle from Navajo Nation. We were really thankful to have him here to share these words with us. We have relations, ancient relations with our Dene relatives way down there, way up north, even settlements just over here in the valley here. And so it's great to have our relatives here with us. So I want to open up the stage here. You hear me talking. My name is Ronaldine Harris. The ancestors know me as Malithuk. My family's from Stalo, Statli, of Inklakapuk territories. You hear me talking all day. I'm the MC here. In our old ways, in the longhouse, I speak in a longhouse voice sometimes because we come from that culture, and you hear it's kind of a male-dominated voice in these spaces. But when you go to a potlatch and you see the male speaker on the longhouse floor, he's speaking on behalf of the floor manager, who is usually someone's auntie. And so here we've got our auntie here, and who brings us all together and helps to build the stages and to set the table. And so I want to open up some space for artistic director Mika Morgan. Ho!
So beautiful to be here in Tl'kemstin territory. And It's just such an honor to be on these beautiful lands. And when Auntie was talking about protesting at the Stein Valley, I was there. I was only probably about 10 or 11 years old. And at the time, my Uncle Morley, who is passed away now, who was a very well-known Indigenous musician from Mistissini, he was up there at the time. He was very ill with cancer, but we managed to get him up there in a helicopter. And at the time, there was a whole bunch of people that walked up there. And it was such an incredible experience. I'll never forget that. And that is a very, it's a very important memory, because what I realize is that all of those happenings with those circles of people, which were activators, Indigenous, at the time, you know, they called them environmentalists. They were all getting together with artists and musicians, and they had very strong purpose. And that's how I feel about this event, especially the Movable Feast. And the Movable Feast came out of the wanting to gather our communities and even our nations together in the spirit of unity and joy. And when the fire came in 2021 and took the town and many of our friends and families' homes, it was really a difficult time, and we knew that we had to pull together so that the people could come out and join and feel their community again. And so this is the third year that we've done that. Lytton is our host community of the first two Rivers Remix festivals in 2018 and 2019. 2020 we went virtual. 2021 we went virtual, but that's when the fire happened. And so that's what propelled the Movable Feast. And now we've been to probably almost 20 communities in the last few years. And it's just been a beautiful experience for everyone, including the artists. I want to take a moment to acknowledge our crew and all of the people behind the scenes that make this happen, because this is not an easy feat to do what we do. And there's much energy put into all of the work that you see to do this. So I just want to acknowledge each and every one of you that work behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, everywhere. I thank you. I appreciate you. And I'm going to hand it back to our awesome MC, Ronnie Dean Harris. So great to have your family here every year. It's a real honor and a blessing. So we've got some incredible artists for you on this mini tour leading into our main festival, and I'm very excited to see all of them. And I'm going to hand it back to Ronnie Cook's Jam.
All right, Cook's Jam, Tamika. And so we're going to keep it all moving here. We want to thank you for holding space with us here to root this work into the language and the lands, and to our visitors and to our ancestors. So now the ancestors are sitting around the table with us for this work we're going to do here today. And that's how we like to do it here in this great space here where Coyote's sun touched down from the sky. And so we want to keep it going with our dear relatives from the Condor side of things over there. We're always happy to have our relatives from down south come and join us and bring their work from Mexico, to bring their language, their culture, their dance, and their storytelling, and their movements and great knowledge. And so we want to open up for our dear relatives from Mexico. So please, warm welcome for Anna and Leo.
Piyali Nogniwa, Makwali Tleotac, Notoka Ana, Iwan Leo, Mochan, Mexico. Hello, my brothers and sisters. My name is Hannah and Leo. Today is an honor to be here and to share a little bit in this beautiful place. We want to honor this land, the ancestors and the spirits of this land too. In 1992, we celebrate the indigenous resistance, the knowledge keepers, the beautiful word, and all the love of the nations of all over the world. Today, we want to be part of Two Rivers Remix as a nation and part of the prophecy coming from the Quetzal people from the center of Anahuac and Turtle Island. We want to ask permission and to offer to the 7 directions. So this land may recover its nature, its beauty, and all what the fire hurt. So thank you, Tl'kemstin, for being here and for listening to us.
Nicanashkan, Towetla Palolistli, Hintlahuistlampa Chaneque, Inintonali, Omeosomatli, in Chicuase Mestli Etzacuautli, in Matlacli Wanome Tecpachiwi, Totlapalolis, in Istak Tezcatlipoca Quetzalcoatzin, in Tonatiu Iquisayan, Totlazacamatilican, in Tlahuilis, in Ejecat, Ihuantla Nesilistli, Otitematilia, Incopali, Hinatecocoli Tlapitzali, y Juanjuehue Tzotzonali. Ómeteo. Ómeteo.
Axcan Totlalpalolis, Insihuatlampa Chaneque, Intonatiu Temua, Iyeyan Inyausihuat, Cuauhtemotzinco, Iyeyan Mayahuel Iwan Mixcoac, Iyeyan Xipetotec, Otitemactila Incopali, Intlapitzali, Inhuehuet, Iwan Copali. ¡Oh, Meteo!
¡Oh, Meteo! Nicanashkan, Towetla Palolistli, in Mictlampa Chaneque, in Intonali, Omeosomatli, in Chicuase Metzli Etzacuautli, in Matlacli Wanome Tecpachiwi, Totlapalolis, in Yayauqui Tezcatlipoca, Mictlantecutli Juan Mictlanciwa, Totlazocamatilican, Misquistli, in Temictli Xochil, Otitematilia, in Huehuetzotzonali, in Tlapitzali, Ometeo. Ometeo.
Axcan Totlalpalolis, Inhuistlampa Chaneque, Intonati Inunepantlayan, Censo Huitzahuaco, Intetzahui Tezcatlipocat, Iyeyan Inhuitzilopochtli, Otitematilia Incopali, Inhuehuet, Intlapitzali, Iwan, Tlapitzali. ¡Oh, Meteo!
¡Oh, Meteo! Y Juan, Nicanashkan, Towetla Palolistli, in Hueyil Huixictli, in Intonali, Omeosomatli, in Chicuasi Metzli Etzacuautli, in Matlacli Wanome Tecpachiwi, Huetla Sotli Totiotatzin, Totlazocamatilican, in Citlalime, in Mixtli, Juan Kiawe, Tlazocamati, oh Meteo. Oh Meteo.
Ashkanto Tralpalolis, in Huetla Sotli. Tlanansin Cuatrica Tonacanansin, Inila Mateo Tosiwat. Otitemactilian Copali, Iwan Huehuet. ¡Oh, Meteo!
Oh Meteo. Nikanashkan, here and now, we thanks and we honor this sacred place, Tl'kemstin. And we honor and we thank all of the people who made this encounter possible. And we thank and we honor each one of you for being here and sharing this moment with us. Tlazocamati, Kuksham. Oh, Meteo. Tlazokamati.
Tuxam. Just como final to say, this is the dance of the eagle. It is called Iztacuautli, which means white eagle. So it represents all the flight of the eagle since the beginning, that is looking for the thing it's gonna eat, and then when do the offering of the last fly, and in the circles when the eagle is landing. So yeah, just to share with you that this is the eagle dance in honor for and in offering for the eagle land and nation. Tlazokamati.
Check one, check two. All right, Cooks Jam. Another round of applause for our dear relatives, Anna and Leo, bringing their powerful message and medicine through their dance to us here. And so we want to keep it going here and holding space for our dear relatives from down south there. And I'm going to open my notes. I know it's unprofessional to open my notes, but I want to share a great intro here for our dear relative coming up. Pardon me. Judith Colibri is a Mexican multidisciplinary artist and educational psychologist. In her interest as a creator are issues of social and environmental interest. She has made works that talk about feminicide as a current problem in Latin America, about the massacre of students in Mexico in 1968, but also more helpful themes such as community, unity, empathy, and social transformation through art. The dance she shares is a part of Roots, a search for connection with her roots, a reinterpretation of the dance of the deer, one of the most ancient dances in the Mexican culture, an offering and petition for permission to Mother Earth before extracting her resources. The message this is from Judith. The message I want to deliver in the face of global climate and social crisis is to connect with our roots, to return to harmony in all of our relationships. So please, a warm welcome for our dear relative, Judith Colibri.
Sikirisu bautaka kaita bata inuama akuna kekusata soy soti yasine Sikirisu bautaku Amani sumeka tata silutula ikatiko Sikirisu bautaka kaita bata inuama akuna kekusata soy soti yasine Sikirisu bautaku
All right, keep it going for our relative Judith Colibri. Cook's Gem for sharing your medicine with us, your storytelling through dance. My dear people, thank you for being here with us. We're going to do a 5-minute changeover, and we're going to come back with some more live music here at the Movable Feast Tl'kemstin edition. A little bit of housework here. If the driver of the black Chevy just over to my right, your left, license plate 250